Did you know that one of the most famous people in the world started by helping his dad build houses? Donald Trump's life has been full of big surprises, amazing successes, and tough challenges. Let's explore the incredible journey of a businessman, TV star, and current president who never gave up on his dreams. Donald Trump's early life. Donald John Trump was born on 14th June 1946 in Queens, New York City. His dad, Fred Trump, was a successful businessman who built houses, and his mom, Mary MacLeod Trump, came from Scotland. Donald was the fourth child in a big family with five kids. His siblings were Marianne, Fred Jr., Elizabeth, and Robert. Donald grew up in a wealthy family, but his parents taught him to work hard. He went to KW Forest School when he was little and later went to a strict school called New York Military Academy because his dad thought it would help him learn discipline. After high school, Donald went to Fordham University in New York but transferred to the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania. He graduated in 1968 with a degree in economics. Donald was ready to start his journey in the business world. Starting his career. After college, Donald worked for his dad's company, the Trump Organization. His dad was already making lots of money by building houses, and Donald used that money to grow the business even more. In the 1970s, Donald's first big project was a hotel called the Commodore Hotel in New York City. It wasn't doing well, so Donald worked hard to make it better. The hotel was renamed the Grand Hyatt Hotel and became a big success. This project made Donald Trump famous in the business world. Building an empire. Donald didn't stop there. In the 1980s, he started building even more famous places. He built the Trump Tower, a huge skyscraper in New York City. The tower became one of the most famous buildings in the world and showed Donald's name in bright lights. Donald also bought casinos in Atlantic City, including the massive Trump Taj Mahal. It was the largest casino in the world when it opened in 1990. Even though he faced challenges, Donald kept pushing forward. Becoming a TV star. In the 1990s, Donald became a household name not just because of his buildings but also because of his personality. He appeared on TV shows and in magazines. In 2004, he hosted a reality TV show called The Apprentice. His famous line, "You're fired," became a catchphrase that people loved. Millions of people watched him every week, making him even more popular. Donald's family life. Donald Trump's personal life has also been in the spotlight. He has been married 3 times. Ivana Trump. Donald married Ivana in 1977. She was a model from Czechoslovakia, and they had 3 kids. Donald Jr. Born in 1977. Ivanka, born in 1981. Eric, born in 1984. They divorced in 1992. Marla Maples. Donald married Marla in 1993. They had one daughter, Tiffany, born in 1993 but divorced in 1999. Melania Trump. Donald married Melania, a model from Slovenia, in 2005. They have one son, Baron, born in 2006. Donald is also a proud grandfather with many grandchildren. Challenges and comebacks. Even though Donald became very successful, not everything went perfectly. In the 1990s, some of his businesses struggled, and he owed a lot of money to banks. But Donald didn't give up. He worked hard to fix the problems, and by the 2000s, he was back on top. Entering politics. Donald had always talked about running for president, but in 2015, he made it official. He announced he would run for president, promising to make America great again. Many people were surprised because he had no experience in politics. In 2016, Donald ran against Hillary Clinton and won the election, becoming the 45th President of the United States. His time as president was full of big decisions. Economy, he lowered taxes to help businesses grow. Immigration, he focused on building a wall between the US and Mexico to stop illegal immigration. Foreign relations, he met with world leaders like Kim Jong-un from North Korea to discuss important issues. Healthcare, he tried to change the healthcare system, but it wasn't easy. Donald was also impeached in 2019, which means some people in Congress said he did something wrong. However, he was not removed from office. Donald Trump's second presidency. Against all odds, Donald Trump made history again in the 2024 U.S. presidential election. After losing to Joe Biden in 2020, many thought Trump's political career was over. But Trump had other plans. In 2024, he ran for president once more, campaigning with his signature slogan, "Make America Great Again." His campaign focused on reviving the economy, strengthening borders, taking on big issues like inflation and energy independence. The race was challenging, with many critics doubting his chances. But Donald Trump's loyal supporters believed in him. On election day, Trump defied expectations, winning key states and securing his victory as the 47th President of the United States. His victory was a major moment in history, showing that determination and resilience can lead to incredible comebacks. Now serving his second term, Trump is working on delivering his promises to the American people.
Look, between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
Go ahead, take the. Well, I'll give you voters. I will give you voter suppression. You just have to sit down, please. Sit down. I didn't call you. Okay, question? Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
She's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. How many cases were in the United States when I did my ban? How many people had died in the United States?
So do you acknowledge that you didn't think
Keep your
it was
voice down,
going to
please.
spread?
Keep your voice down.
Do you want him to rein in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
You didn't let me ask my question.
You've
My
been asking a
was-
question for 10
No, you
minutes. So
interrupted
please
my
sit down.
question.
The argument is that you bought yourself some time and you didn't use it to prepare hospitals. You didn't use it to ramp up testing. Right now, nearly 20 million
you're so
people
disgraceful.
are unemployed.
It's so
Tens of
disgraceful the way you say that.
thousands-
Look. You know you're a fake. You know that your whole network, the way you cover it, is fake. And most of you, and not all of you, but the people are wise to you. That's why you have a lower approval rating than you've ever had before, times probably 3.
What do you say the Americans were scared, though? I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witnessed, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say. Go ahead.
You've said repeatedly that you think that some of the equipment that governors are requesting they don't actually need. You said New York might need might not need 30,000. You said it on Sean Hannity's Fox News. You said that
why don't you people act? Let me ask you.
You said
why
some
don't you
states.
why don't you act in a little more positive? It's always trying to
My
get
question to you is-
get you. And you know what? That's why nobody trusts the media anymore.
My
That's
question
why
to you is, how is that gonna
Excuse
impact?
me, you didn't hear me. That's why you used to work for the Times and now you work for somebody else. Look, let me tell you something. Be nice. Don't
Mr.
be
President, my
threatening.
question
Don't be
is-
threatening. Let's give it a shot.
Governor Cuomo, as you played in that clip, has indeed praised a lot of what the federal government has done, but he...
Excuse me. He didn't say a lot. He said we did a phenomenal job. He didn't say a lot. He didn't say you did a good job on ventilators but nothing else. No, he said we did a phenomenal job. So report accurately, because you are one of the most inaccurate reporters. Those people have been just absolutely excoriated by some of the fake news, like you. You're CNN, you're fake news. And let me just tell you, they were excoriated by people like you that don't know any better because you don't have the brains you were born with.
What, sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm telling you, I'm not saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question like that.
That's not a nasty question.
Please go ahead.
Why does it matter?
Okay, anybody else? Please, go ahead in the back, please.
I have two questions.
No, it's okay.
But
We'll
you
go over
pointed
here.
to me. I have two questions, Mr.
Next,
President.
next, please.
But you called on me.
I did, and you didn't respond, and now I'm calling on
Sorry, I just
the
wanted
young
to,
lady in the back, please.
I just wanted to let my colleague
Okay.
finish. But can I ask you a
Ladies and
question,
gentlemen,
please?
thank you very much. Appreciate
But you
it.
called
Thank you
on
very
me.
much.